Representation of street art. What is the reason of street art? Street art is a peaceful way to protest against social and political injustice, and oftentimes artists make use of this powerful tool to make the voice heard, which is also an important part of any city. One of the most important reasons why street art is an essential part of a city is because it stands for freedom and creativity. It is through art that we get to communicate our ideas, to express our emotions, and to effectively connect with others. Therefore, a city that is rich in street art can be seen as an active, free, and creative city, one that values the voice of its inhabitants and fosters their expression through the means they choose. Besides, street art also promotes diversity, which also enriches a city that it reveals and represents the different groups that create a community. Dayomin and Olexan 2020, page 46. Why street art are important for the identity of city, whether we like it or hate it. Street art is an important part of identity of city all around the globe, and it can help shape and define the sense of community and personality of a metropolis. There are many cities that already offer street art tours, and graffiti and urban expression have already touristic attraction. Therefore, we cannot deny that this type of art is loaded with social, political, touristic, and even economic value. Just like happened with the work of Bansky, one of the most popular and sought after street artists of the century. This is Travaglini 2019, page 100. What is the purpose of street art? The purpose of street art is nothing more than surprise the spectator with a revolutionary and critical message about certain aspects of society and politics that are alive. This is of Travaglini 2019, page 143. What is the impact of street art? It establishes strong personal links between the cultures and encourages dialogue urban space into accessible, culturally significant art. Batch 2021, page 7. Street art arrived in Puerto Rico between 80s and 90s by young people who live in New York and came to visit the island or who went on vacation to New York. When they return, they want to do the same. They started with spray paint or aerosol, making English word with the letters as if the paint were melting. In Puerto Rico, it is handled on the border between aesthetic, political, or social expression, with vandalism and other forms of illegal intervention of public pocket of the city. This Development and Olensart 2020, page 53. Food street art contribute the contribution of Puerto Rican's identity. Well, street art contribute to the national identity of Puerto Ricans since many of the murals represent our culture. Many of the murals have ancient representation with the native important people in history such as Pedro Albizu Campos, Ramón Emeterio Betance, Roberto Clemente, Julia de Burgos, among others. The rich part of identity has Puerto Ricans since it teaches us about everything. This is the mural. This is located on La Cumbre Avenue in Bayamón. Who did is Rafael Jimenez, 30 years old. He lived 3 or 2 houses later of this. The title that was given is a La Cultura, one day that it ended at the end of June in 2019. I assume that medium that was used was paint and brush. And this is marine flowers and El Morro, Roberto Clemente, who marked the history. Elements within the mural. It can be said that the historical event in the work is to put the thrill symbol and that who they are represent in who we lost the Taíno or the native by the Spanish colonization. As an historical person, we have Roberto Clemente, a professional baseball player in the major league, who unfortunately lost his life bringing help to another country. As an allegory, we have the cultural scenes in the representation of our Puerto Ricans, the poppy, El Morro, the symbols, and Roberto Clemente. The lines of the mural were all manual without any mold or type since are not geometric figures. It achieved two real elements that sit around us from portraits, bodies of people, animal landscape, and all kinds of figures that are seen around us. The texture or surface on which it's painted is well and with technique they manage to make beautiful finish. And in that work, well, it's wide range of colors, but they are all green and strong. It represents a beautiful and positive vibe to all viewers. Behind such bright colors, it draws attention from red on the strip of the flag, the orange in the background, and the colors of the poppies. The objects that are seen in the image is the morro. The morro represents the part of which the island can be, and the taino symbol representing the past. Roberto Clemente, the image, it represents the day of 3000 heat, but Roberto Clemente represents the humility and good heart of Puerto Ricans. I don't think they wanna it represents something specific, but it's already something that is part of the island. The poppy represents the beauty of the nature, and when the Puerto Rican woman wears it, she adds a touch of beauty. As a social connection, is that everyone who pass by the avenue is going to look at this mural because he attracts attention. Interpret the meaning is to represent the Puerto Rican culture in a single image. It is symbolism or roots from the behind with the Tainos until today's sun. Also in the way it symbolizes since in several countries were known by the poppy or by baseball player Clemente. I will say that they made the mural to represent a bit everything about our roots and culture. Art is related with students, it's allowed them to stimulate cognitive and motor development, and well and sharpen their skill and strengthen their knowledge to face society and every life situation. RUF 2021, page 81. And purpose, it is fullness to teach part of identity as Puerto Rican. In my opinion, the purpose of this mural is to draw the attention of the world path through the avenue and to publicize the value of some of the moral of the island. Also to make know that what we are made of from people who give pride to island to object to which we make ourselves known. If identity bends all the effectively at its make it know that what we are made of an island and manage to attract attention effectively since it's located in semi-commercial area and seeing something striking captive of the attention. And conclusion, in conclusion, this work teaches that street art, in addition to adorning and decoration our street, give a great message, and that is that one should pay more attention to these murals and see what they teach. For example, I like 5 minutes from the mural I choose, and it went on to this job that I noticed several things in the details on who it represent the culture and what we are. They are the people who do that have and the time it takes them because something one thinks it takes a day, but our job that lasts several days and even months. They are morals with hard work that must be valued. And this is my reference, and thanks for my presentation.